Daniel Husky, and this is for online public speaking, and this is my audience. Now, we have all heard the differences between good and bad. We use these two words to describe others as well as ourselves. Now, we use these words and label them people good or bad based off of their characteristics. The question that comes up though is what exactly makes somebody good or bad? Well, we label these people based off of their characters and their characteristics and what other people see in their eyes. Well, everybody possesses both a good and bad characteristics. These come together to form our character and our personality. Most people would agree with me that we project our good qualities and our good characteristics out towards others because that is how we want them to perceive us. We also tend to downplay our bad characteristics due to the fact that that is not what we would like to be known for, and we do not want people to recognize that. Different experiences in people's lives can affect ultimately how they develop. It also can determine whether or not somebody develops a characteristic or does not develop a characteristic. Everybody sees things differently. Just because somebody sees somebody having a different characteristic does not mean that the person next to them will see the exact same thing. The characteristics that stand out apart from all the rest are considered to be somebody's dominant traits. These outshadow everybody else and they stand out to be the absolute peak. We can actually use these dominant traits to sometimes label somebody without even noticing it. Let's say somebody is just a funny person. Well, we would say that guy is funny. There's much more to that guy than just him being funny, but that is what we label him as. I have been told personally that I possess bad characteristics such as being stubborn, being cocky, and as well as being a procrastinator. I believe that people may say that I am stubborn due to the fact that when I truly wholeheartedly believe something, I will fight it till the end to prove that I am either right or that until somebody proves me wrong. Now, when somebody says that I am cocky, I will not shy away from it, I will not deny it. I may confuse my own confidence with arrogance or ignorance, and sometimes it will get the best of me, and I apologize for that. Well, probably the worst trait that I say that I possess would be being a procrastinator. Being called a procrastinator is nothing new to me. I have been called a procrastinator for years. The only thing that gets to me is because I know for a fact when I'm procrastinating, I am choosing to procrastinate. I know that I have things to do, but I decide to do it very last minute, and I will work on that. Now, some of the good characteristics that people tell me that I possess as well is being friendly, being funny, and being a hard worker. Being told that I am funny or that I possess a good sense of humor always makes me feel good about myself. Now, I pride myself on making others laugh and making people smile because I like everybody to be happy. Which this life is too short just to be unhappy, so I feel like we should always make the best of it. Now, when I am told that I am friendly, that is a big deal to me and I take it as a great compliment. I enjoy meeting new people and I enjoy sharing stories and experiences that I have experienced with them or that we've experienced relatively next to each other or in the same category. Well, it's easy to be friendly to somebody that you know and you've been friends forever, but it's not very easy to be friendly to somebody that you have no idea about, you've never met them, and they're complete strangers to you. Well, I believe that if we just talk to each other and we share experiences and we get to know one of each other, eventually every single person can be our friend. Now, the one characteristic that I take most pride in, it would be being considered a hard worker. And when I played on a baseball team, I would show up early every practice, and I would leave late until after everybody else has left, making sure everything got done right to the way that we were told to do. At my job, I make sure everybody has something to do, and if they need help, that I am always there to help them, and help them, give them a guiding hand or whatever they need. I never want anybody to tell me that I didn't work hard enough for something that I actually earned. Now, I grew up with my dad telling me things such as, if you're going to do something, it's worth doing it right the first time. Or he would say something along the lines of, if you're going to do something, make sure you do it 110%. Well, I took these to heart, I truly did, and I applied to every single aspect of my life, whether it's in school, my job, my relationship, my friends, whatever. I make sure it gets done. Now, we all have characteristics that everybody else sees, but we also have our own perception of us. And as long as we can perceive ourselves as good, and other people can perceive us as good, then aren't we all considered good people? Well, I'm here to say that my belief is no matter what, as long as the positive and the good characteristics outweigh the bad, then we should all be considered good people. Because the good things can only get better, and the bad things can only get better as well. So thank you for your time.